Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? My name is Tay, and welcome back to my channel, Inspire Me, where I talk about current or relatable topics, all from a godly perspective. And today's topic is called Democracy or Republican. Now, I really wasn't, planning on talking about this, but I did. It's like God put it in my spirit. The election is coming up on Tuesday, if the Lord's will, and this election is very important. Now, to be real, I really, up until about 2 months ago, I really wasn't going to vote because I really don't, not to sound bad, but I really don't like none of them. Not to say like that, but just their, you feel me, their characteristics and different things. I really didn't. So I was like, okay, I'd rather go for nobody. Then also, too, I was the type of person that used to like, deem myself as democracy, like it doesn't matter. I'm not Republican, so I'm just Marxist. So I'm just gonna go with who's ever in the Democrat Party. But as I got closer to God and my walk with God, I realized like just because a person is Democrat doesn't mean that they have the rules and bylaws of Christ. And I realized that too. I'm pretty sure a lot of the presidents had impure um, decisions and different things that rule impurely. But I really realized that when Obama was in the chair. Now, don't get me wrong with that presidency. I didn't really vote either. The reason why I didn't vote then is because I guess I was lazy and I didn't feel like waiting. But I was like, okay, it is what it is. But when he did win, I was kind of happy because a black person did get in the chair. However, as time rolled on, years later, I realized the reason why even homosexuals and different things in that gender are even able to get married is because of his laws when he was in presidency. Now, not to put people like that down because sin is sin. You could be in a hetero relationship, and it still could be impure. You could be not married and fornicating, having sex without being married, and that's still a sin. So just because a person is married to the same sex doesn't mean that it's more sinful than the next. All sin is the same as God eyesight. So you feel me? But like I said, I'm a believer of Christ, and I stand by His bylaws, and He do not stand for the same sex being together. You feel me? So with that being said, like you just can't go because I'm black, so this person is black, so he'll be a good candidate or she'll be a good candidate, or I'm Democrat. You feel me? I always grew up Democratic, and this person Democratic. Then I'll vote for him. Like I said, I used to be that person, and you can't be that person now. Me, I just go for what God goes for. You feel me? And like I said, I wasn't gonna vote, but um, some people at my church were saying like this presidency is very important, so we need to vote. So that what prompted me to vote, and I already voted. I did the early mail-in ballot because yeah, your girl didn't feel like waiting in online and all this stuff. Even I think the first day when they had the early vote in, there was a line right there. I'm like, oh Jesus! But thank God I had my voting ballot. So I was like, okay, well I'll turn this in there because I didn't feel like putting it in the mail because I didn't too much trust that. So I wanted to turn it in person. So yeah, they were like, just put it in this mailbox thing right here. So I did that. So I skipped everybody that was in line, and I put my thing, my ballot in the mail thing. So yeah, I already did my mailing thing. But what I wanted to say is not to sway you from voting from Democratic, or to sway you to voting for Republic, or to sway you from voting from public into Democratic. It's none of that. It's just pretty much to put the bylaws out. Now with Trump, you feel me? He has spoken racist. A lot of stuff he said is racist. You feel me? I'm not gonna lie, and that's one of the reasons why I did not want to vote for him. You feel me? However, you gotta look at it with Biden. He do a lot of stuff underhandedly too. You feel me? You can't just say Trump is racist. Biden have said a lot of racist things too. He pretty much just trying to get people votes. You feel me? Just like a person. They probably want your vote, they want your support, and they might say certain things to try to win you over, but at the end of the day, they really don't care. Not to say that some people, everybody's like that, but some people, they really don't care. You feel me? Let's see if you do vote for him, and say, for instance, if he did win, let's see if he can have the exact same, care for you, for us, or for, the Democrats. You feel me? The Democratic Party. So, like I said, a lot of people just want to get your votes. They just don't really care. You feel me? And I didn't do my research, but I heard that Biden was in office, or I don't know if I'm saying it right, but he was in there for like 47 years. You feel me? I guess in their political stance or something like that. I never even knew. You feel me? Like, what have he, like what Janet Jackson say? What have you done for me lately? What have you done in these 47 years? I didn't even know. You feel me? Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I really don't know. You feel me? And then some people want to bash Trump, which I said he does have a lot of things he did wrong. However, a lot of people want to claim that 2020 is the worst year. To be real with me, Trump didn't put out this virus. All this is actually stated in the Bible. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not going to say in the Bible verbatim, word for word, oh, in 2020, thou shalt get a virus, the coronavirus, that takes some people out, and it don't say that. However, what it does say in the Bible, in the last and evil days, such and such going to happen. And as you can tell with this virus, we are in the last and evil days. But Trump didn't put this virus out. You feel me? So even if we had another president in the chair, doesn't mean that the virus is going to go away. And also, if you read your Bible, even if the virus do go away, there's other things that's worse that is going to unfold. Even if you look at a lot of people are actually looking at the virus because it hit America and it's affecting you. But what about some things that hit different countries or different states that did not hit you? There's a lot of things that happened. Even with the 9/11, it happened probably in New York, but if you stay in another state, it probably didn't hit you as much. It didn't really, look like a bad year to you because it probably wasn't your family member. It probably wasn't your state or anything. But now, since the virus is hitting the whole U.S., now it's a bad year. You feel me? You can't think like that. And for me, really, personally, if you have Jesus Christ, he will comfort you through anything that you go through. And honestly, 2020 has not been my worst year. It's probably been close to my best year, despite the things that I went through and, different things that, I've been through or whatever like that. But all in all, it has not been a bad year for me whatsoever. You feel me? And that's because I got Jesus Christ. But if you don't have Jesus Christ in your life, it will seem like a bad year. Being in the house instead of going to the club or partying, that might seem bad. You feel me? You got to look at what you're really upset about, what's really on your mind, what's really your priority. If you're upset because you can't go out, you can't party, like that's what's on your mind. Like your mind ain't on getting your life right because we in the last and evil days. I don't know if some of y'all know, but hell is real. You feel me? When the Bible say about gnashing of teeth and different things like that, it's not for play. It's for real. You feel me? I'm pretty sure they can't say now, but the people that passed away, and I don't think once you die, like it automatically, I think until the God come back, that's when he's gonna judge everybody, and that's when he'll let you know if you go to heaven or hell. So they can't tell you, but there's even a scripture in the Bible where I think it's the rich man Lazarus, poor man, he got pretty much badness his whole life. So when he died, he went to heaven. He was in Abraham's bosom. And the rich man, while he was on earth, he got fame, he got riches. He was living a life like some in the world might classify it. But when he died, he feel me, the riches didn't go with him. He went to hell, and he was pretty much trying to he wanted to warn his siblings that were still alive. And Abraham had to tell him, when you was in this world, you had what was good for you. You feel me? But now since you dead, you can't warn nobody. You gotta pretty much get what you dished out. You feel me? And the beggar, when he was in the world, he pretty much went through turmoil and different things like that. But now he's resting in God's bosom. So you gotta realize it's because you're living a life, you're living up right now. You got a price to pay once this world comes to an end. So you have to give your life to God. You feel me? While it's yet time. You feel me? And I really wasn't planning on talking about that. I was pretty much just wanted to talk about just the presidency. You feel me? But that's how God led me. And then that also leads me to, say for instance, a lot of people say, "Oh, I want Biden." Yeah, yes, y'all. I'm tired of 2020. Give me Biden. You got to be careful of what you ask for. That puts me in the mind of also in the Bible before Saul became king. God didn't want him to be king. He just wanted for the people not to have a king. Like, just come to me and I'll be your king. But these people didn't want God to be their king. They wanted a natural person to be their king. And God said, okay, I'm going to give the people what they want. You feel me? And when Saul became king, they seen that Saul wasn't the king that they expected him to be. And then they had Cain and stuff like, hold up. Who voted for him to be king? Who asked for him to be king? Did y'all forget? Y'all did. Y'all wanted a king, a natural king. You feel me? You might not have asked for Saul, like, okay, give me Saul. But you wanted a natural king, and that's who you got, Saul. So now you want to get him back? Y'all voted for him. Y'all wanted him. You feel me? So you got to be aware with that too. Okay, some of y'all might want Biden. You feel me? But be careful of what you ask for. And I'm not to say, like I said, I'm not to say that Trump is a good president, because some things that he said for I do not approve of. When he said, "Oh, make America great again," you can't make America great because you got to be great. You got to be washed in the blood of the Lamb. Jesus Christ got to be your savior. You feel me? So you can't make America great. However, God can use anybody, and He is using Trump. You feel me? He even used a donkey. We look at a donkey like, Jack Rabbit. You feel me? Like who wants to get a donkey as a pet? You feel me? However, God used that donkey the exact same way with Trump. You feel me? God can use him as well. It could be for something else, but God can use him as well. You feel me? So you got to be mindful of that. Like I said, take that in consideration. If you have not voted yet, and you will plan on voting on Tuesday, November 4th, make sure you take that into consideration. You feel me? All right. Y'all have a blessed day.